Hello! I am so excited for this week because we are preparing to do the home visits that you read about in the syllabus. And this is one of my favorite assignments. You really get to see infant and toddler development in action if you don't already see it at home with your own kids. And you will be getting to see this by going to visit two different families in their homes. Sometimes my students get stumped with the directions, so I'm going to do my best to explain exactly what you're going to do. So you will do one home visit at the child's home with two separate families. So you can choose families, extended family, or families in your neighborhood or in your ward to go and visit whoever you feel comfortable asking if you can come and visit them in their home for a little bit. For the families, they do need to have at least one child that is between 4 months and 32 months old. If they're out of that age range, you need a different age category of the home assessment that we're going to be doing, because you're going to be looking at different things in their environment and interactions and coding things differently. So that's why we ask you to do it within 4 months to 32 months old. And then within that as well, you need two different children that are 4 months apart in age. So if you're visiting a family with a 6-month-old baby for your first home visit, you need to do the next home visit with someone who has a child that is 10 months old or older than that, so that you can see how useful this tool is in a variety of age ranges. And when you go to your home visits, you're going to be filling out the infant and toddler packet. So you will need to print off 2 of these. It's in this week's folders. They are front and back. You don't have to have them front and back. You can print off 4 pages if you'd like, but you need to have both of those papers so that you can fill them out on your visits. And I have left pretty detailed instructions on how you will submit that in the announcements, so just check on that. For instance, a lot of families get a little bit nervous about this top section because of privacy issues. Maybe they don't want their last names added and things. So not all of that top portion needs to be filled out, so just check the announcements to see what is required to be filled out. When you do your home visits, you are going to be looking for interactions between the target child, which is the one that is between 4 months and 32 months old, and then also looking around the environment to see what kind of materials are provided for that child to learn and grow. So that's, in a nutshell, what your home visit is going to be about. And for more detailed instructions on what you're going to do, you're going to complete these assignments, and it will give you exactly what you're looking for and how to code this back page when you're on your visit. So for our class this week, all that is due are these 4 assignments. So this home summary chapter 1 is, the reading is provided in class. It's a link for the chapter 1 in the home inventory manual. And you'll read that chapter 1 and complete a summary. And then this summary here, you can use this on the quiz, this home assessment chapter 1 quiz. The quiz is in a PowerPoint, and all of the questions are on one slide. So I would recommend copying and pasting that quiz, the questions, over to a Word document, and then adding your answers onto that. And then just make sure that I can tell what your answers are. Maybe put them in bold and underlined, or have a different font color for what your answer is. And then you'll submit both of those. Then you'll move on to this home score sheet, which is another fancy name for a summary. You're going to read chapter 2 and take pretty detailed notes about each of the items there. The directions for this score sheet have you try and fit it onto 1 page. I'm not going to be too concerned about that, because I find that when students start to get it onto 1 page, the margins go really small, and then the font is really small as well, and it actually gets hard for you to read. And this is really for you to be able to read it to help you on this proficiency test. So if it's not 1 page, I'm okay with that. You don't need to worry about it. I'm not going to be docking points for that. And then this home score sheet and the summary, chapter 1, you can use to help you on this home proficiency test. And this test you do need to pass with an 85% or better to be able to schedule your home visits. If you don't pass it with an 85% or higher, then you have to retake the test. So you can use the summary and the score sheet on this proficiency test. And the test questions are on a PDF file or a PDF version of the Word document. So I would recommend having the PDF open on one side of your screen and then having your Word document open on the other. And then I think it's easier if you just list the question number. So question number 1, here's my answer. Question number 2, here's my answer, and submit it that way. I think it's easier for you to understand it that way and a lot easier for me to grade it. And then once you have passed the test with 85% or higher, you are ready to schedule your home visits. And this proficiency test it will tell you what you're looking for when you go into the home, what things you need to see at home or what things you need to ask the parent about that you're visiting with. And it will tell you how to code this back. So you're going to be filling out these boxes with either pluses or minuses, depending on what you see. And then that's what you're going to turn in during week 13 for your home assessment assignment. And I know week 13 kind of seems like it's far away, but it really sneaks up on people, and I would just recommend finding families that you know and feel comfortable with, asking them if you can come and visit, and getting them scheduled early, because it can get down to the wire trying to schedule the visits when you are really busy at the end of the semester. So get started on it early. And if you have any questions about the home visits, anything from the assignments on this slide or actually completing the home visits, you can just include those questions in our questions and conversations board. I have created a thread that is called home visit questions. So if you have any questions just regarding the home visits or any of these assignments, post them there, and that way we all can find that information if you have questions about it. So I hope you enjoy learning about the home visits this week and getting excited to do your own visits. And as always, please let me know if you have any questions and I would be happy to help. And have a great week.